Jallikattu will not take place this Pongal in southern Tamil Nadu. This despite a notification issued by the Union Environment Ministry on the 7th of January that allowed Jallikattu to take place. Today the Supreme Court imposed an interim stay on the event, a traditional sport that takes place in the southern districts of Tamil Nadu. Now the Animal Welfare Board and several animal rights activists had moved the Supreme Court challenging the decision of the NDA government. The Apex Court has asked the centre and some state governments to file a response within a week. Now, the Supreme Court in May 2014 had prohibited the use of bulls in Jallikattu festival, holding this practice to be an offence under the law. The board had pointed out that 17 people had been killed and 1100 people injured during Jallikattu in 4 years.
क्रूरता पशुओं के प्रति बिल्कुल इलीगल है. इट इज़ नॉट अलाउड अंडर आवर लॉ. सो 2014 में भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये कहा था. मिनिस्ट्री ने जो नोटिफिकेशन इशू करी है दैट इज़ एब्सोल्युटली कॉन्ट्ररी टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट और जो हमारा कानून है प्रिवेंशन ऑफ क्रुएल्टी टू एनिमल्स एक्ट. सो आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो अब नोटिफिकेशन इशू हुई है उसको स्टे कर दिया है.
Joining me now from Delhi is Manu Sundaram of the DMK party that, like many other political parties in Tamil Nadu, has taken a pro-Jallikattu position. Dr. Nandita Krishna, animal rights activist, joins me from Chennai. Also on the phone line is Shalini Sundararajan, joining me from Alangnallur, in a sense the ground zero of the Jallikattu event in Tamil Nadu. Shalini, if I may come to you first, Madurai and the villages around Madurai, I am told, are in gloom. 3 days back, when the announcement was made by the Environment Ministry, there was celebration. What is the mood there in Alangnallur? Is there a mood that there will be some kind of a rebellion that the Jallikattu event, in whatever form, may still take place despite the order of the Supreme Court?
Sudhir, here people are very angry with the ban, whatever was being made. Actually, without understanding of people's ground level emotion, the beta and the beta groups are they're taking forward to the Supreme Court. Please understand the emotion of the farmer and the people over here. What I don't know. I really don't know whether these people they really know what is happening over here. Because after 2009, all the rules and regulations was being followed and everything is going according as per their wish. I don't know why they're doing this again and again with the people over here. And people over there, I don't think they can clearly understand what is happening here. We are very angry on them. I don't know the people. I think this makes the people angry and against the country and everything. I think so. Not understanding the ground
so Shalini, they are articulating the mood among the people of Alangnallur, talking about the anger there. Manu Sundaram, the Chief Minister JAYLITA has written to the Prime Minister just about an hour ago asking him to promulgate an ordinance. So in that sense, perhaps the battle over Jallikattu is not really over. Do you think that is possible? The central government can do that?
Yeah, you're right. It's very far from over. Politics is the art of making the impossible possible, right? So there may well still be an opportunity to revive Jallikattu, but time is running out very fast. The DMK president has also made a similar request to the Honorable Prime Minister to promulgate an ordinance. Now this is not an easy task given that the Supreme Court has stayed the present notification, so it will involve making an amendment to the parent legislation, which is the prevention of cruelty to animals, and also the notification we've seen needs to be revived, or rather bulls need to be taken out of that. So that's our position too.
Right. Let me take that to Dr. Nandita Krishna. You heard Manu Sundaram saying that politics is the art of making the impossible possible. So there is obviously a lot of politics at stake given the fact that all political parties want Jallikattu to take place, at least the Tamil Nadu parties. But do you think the Prime Minister should heed the advice, the suggestion made by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu?
No, not at all. Because to start with, it is a Supreme Court decision last year in May 2014 that banned the use of bulls in Jallikattu, bull races and so on. So it is not on any order or anything. It is based on the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals and Act, which has been promulgated by the Honorable Parliament. So the Prime Minister should not. The second thing is that so many parties have not just God. Do you know that all these seniors, the stars of our legal, of the legal profession who argued the case have all done it pro bono. They have not charged a penny for it because they really believed in it. So many people believe in this. And to talk about religion and culture, sati is also part of our culture. So do we bring it back?
Right.
I mean, there has to be an end to this culture business.
Right, Manusundaram, now the feeling on the ground, and when I spent time in Madurai touring all those villages, was there, come what may, Jallikattu in whatever manner, informal or a formal manner, will still take place. It happened last year and we have footage to prove that there was some kind of Jallikattu which took place last year in villages around Madurai. Do you think, given the mood on the ground now, some kind of an event, some kind of a Jallikattu event could still take place despite what the Supreme Court has said?
I mean, hope is a wonderful thing, right? People still hope that something might give. And you know, as my
you just have 48 hours.
Yeah, I know. Time is running out very fast. So an event of this magnitude can be only held in accordance with law, and that's why we are asking the central government to do something. And it, like I said, it's not easy, but you know, this sort of thing is not easy because Jallikattu, there are three elements. There's the sporting, the cultural and the economic.
No, but Manusundaram, my specific question was, do you think the people of Madurai or of Palamedu or of Alanganallur will still defy what the Supreme Court has said and go ahead and organize the festival even if it's in an informal manner?
See, with emotions running high, I won't be surprised if sort of informal, unofficial events such as an unofficial Jallikattu events are organized. But that is exactly the reason why we needed the law, we needed the notification to stay, so that it would be regulated in the first place. So district collectors would have supervisory authority, so that government appointed veterinarians would be there to check the bull before and after the races, so that proper barricades would be there, so spectators wouldn't come in the way of harm. So this is the purpose of law. With passions running high, as you've also witnessed in Madurai and other southern districts, there may still be some sort of an attempt to make an event like this, but I mean...
That is exactly the fear of many members of the Animal Welfare Board who I have been speaking to. Now, Nandita Krishna, how will you really ensure that this is followed on the ground, the letter and spirit of what the interim stay of the Supreme Court has said? Now, you have the Tamil Nadu government and all the political parties speaking in favor of Jallikattu. Now, will Tamil Nadu, southern Tamil Nadu, really listen to the Supreme Court order?
They must, otherwise it is contempt of court. And this is contempt of the Supreme Court of India, which is the supreme law, the supreme justice deciding body. So you cannot break the law. So I think it behoves on the government to ensure that the Supreme Court's order is followed, because if it does not do that, that means the government is disobeying the Supreme Court order, people are disobeying the Supreme Court order. That cannot be done. That is contempt of court. And you know what contempt of court
you are speaking,
means. It is the
so
ultimate...
Dr. Nandita Krishna, you are speaking of contempt of court. My last question to you, Manu Sundaram. Obviously, everyone is also looking at the elections in Tamil Nadu, which is perhaps why all the political parties are talking in favor of Jallikattu. How do you see this panning out politically? Do you think it's going to help the BJP, which brought the notification, or the AIADMK, which is asking the Prime Minister to promulgate an ordinance, or the DMK, which has also been fighting for for Jallikattu? Do you think, or it completely evens out?
See, 2 points. One, like you've said, all parties have so far been united behind their support for Jallikattu. And secondly, by that logic, if everyone is united and in support and in favor of Jallikattu, then the credit really goes to no one. It's really just a reflection of people's passions, people's opinion, and what people actually want. So, you know, so in that case, I don't think there's great political mileage to be gained out of this, but this is something that what people want. So, as a political representative, we have to keep that in mind. I mean, we are not against animal rights. We just want to make sure that a regulated Jallikattu could have happened. That's all.
Definitely. We will continue to track this story very closely from the ground in and around Madurai, and also what happens, whether the Prime Minister actually heeds advice of the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. Dr. Nandita Krishna Manasundaram and Shalini Soundarajan, thanks a lot for joining us here on Up South.
Mansari, who was there with many other friends trying to take a selfie. The latest that we are hearing is that Ramesh Walunja's body has been found at Mahim near Dharavi.